few episodes ago I said that because I personally didn't have much left to declutter myself, or if anything really, I'm now just sort of in the maintaining level of minimalism, that I might start actually helping other people or friends declutter that want to, and also family. So I did mention that my mum had in the past year sold her 4-bedroomed house and downsized to a very tiny 10 to 15 metres squared apartment, which equates to this many feet. I'm by the door because I'm just about to head out to my mum's apartment to show you her current state of what's going on. Again, a bit like our apartment, it used to be a micro apartment, and then some landlords get the idea that people would like it to be sectioned off. So this is also a very unusual layout for people that haven't seen any of the previous footage that I once filmed of my mum's apartment. Obviously the choices and things in there are not all my mum's, because she knew she was only leasing it for around 6 months to a year. The lease is currently up. Whilst she works on getting a visa for where she also has homes in France and Greece, she is going to be staying here and looking after our dogs while my partner and I travel a bit, come back for a bit, travel a bit. As I've mentioned in other videos, we're kind of sharing this space for a while whilst my mum works her visa situation out. But in the meantime, my mum has to declutter now again all the stuff from this very tiny micro apartment to just one carload. And it's going to be difficult because it still looks like a lot, as you're about to see, because it's all out. And I think that many of us who've been decluttering for a while will know that when stuff is all out, rather than being put away, stored away neatly in boxes, as it was when she was living there, it looks cluttered, it looks messy, but she's got it all out everywhere because she's currently going through it all to sort out what she really wants to keep, what she's getting rid of, so she can get down to just one carload. And for a little bit of time, it's going to stay just in her car while she's here until she drives on her way to her next adventure, which is either going to be France or Greece, depending on which place works out better for the visa. So what I'm going to show you in this video is an apartment tour of what it currently looks like as she's sorting everything out. Now, my mum has already started a little bit of the process, as I'm about to explain, as I go around the apartment. So some of the stuff is partially gone, some of the stuff is still out, and then we will show you the carload at the end. For this particular video, I'm not going to show the actual sorting out and decluttering of the stuff, but rather the several processes of it going. But in some future videos, a little bit further in advance, I will also do some decluttering videos with my friends perhaps, where we do physically show even the decluttering process. But this is a kind of stage of processes, i.e. what it looks like, bit of the stuff that's gone, and then what she's got it down to in the car, with a kind of micro apartment tour of where my mum's been living for a year after downsizing from quite a large 4-bedroomed house to that. I mean, I think it's a miracle that she even managed to downsize from such a large house and physically fit it all in a micro apartment. But I'm forewarning you all, it's going to look like a lot and it's going to look chaotic and messy because she is in the process of doing it. Let's go. So I'm going to do a current tour of my mum's apartment for people that asked about her decluttering journey. I feel like this will be the best way to show you, rather than just the process, but the stuff that she's got to declutter. So bear in mind that she's currently in the process of decluttering and moving out. So stuff is literally out everywhere. It's also a very incredibly tiny micro apartment. It is under, I think, 15 metres squared, which I will convert into feet. I'm going to flip the camera around and do it on a wide angle point of view shot to give you the best possible view because it is so cramped to try and film. So this is the very small entranceway, and as you can see there is lots of stuff waiting to be boxed up to go. And I will just say that, remember that my mum came from a very large 4-bedroomed house into this tiny micro apartment / studio. So even though it looks like a lot of stuff because it's all out, it really isn't that much stuff considering that she's already decluttered a lot in the first place. to actually move into this apartment. I'm just stepping over the dogs because they're running around. So she's got this tiny little sofa. This is obviously not going to be coming with her, so she will be gifting that away. And a lot of this stuff is going to be decluttered and gotten rid of and donated at the very last minute. But some of the stuff she's started to prepare to go in boxes. The aim is to only have 1 carload of stuff. There's probably currently maybe 3 carloads of stuff if we were talking about actual spatial area, but a lot of it is going to be going. But I wanted to give you all the process of how much stuff that will be decluttered that she has to go through. So this is a very, very tiny room that the camera doesn't always do justice. I think that because we use things like wide angle lenses, it makes it look a lot larger than it is. But it is about maybe 3 meters by 3 meters in here. And luckily for my mum though, she did have all this storage space above here. So you can see she's gotten about half of that stuff down. A lot of that stuff will be going, some will be coming. It is yet to still be sorted out, which is why the room looks in absolute disarray. Again, let me remind everybody, my mum does not normally live like this. It is just all out as she goes through it all, but still attempts to live here. She's got about a week left until she's moving out, so it's all being sorted out. But one thing I did really like about this little apartment of my mum's is, to say it's so small, there's actually more storage than what we had. She's got all that storage space in there, all that storage space in there, but obviously it's all out because she's sorting through what she's getting rid of and what she's donating. And in the meantime, it has to be out while she decides, and also boxes it up, because boxes have become quite a hard thing to come by where we live. Unless you're willing to pay a lot of money for them, they're quite hard to now get free from supermarkets, as it's something they don't really tend to do anymore. So you just have to be lucky and find some. So this is all the stuff that is currently here, so you can get an idea of how much stuff there is. And then at the end, I will show you the end result of how she's got on it to just 1 carload. But let me show you in the bathroom as well, for those of you that have never seen this little apartment of my mum's. It is literally half the size of our apartment, and I already think that our apartment's quite small. But we'll go through to the bathroom. The dogs are here. The bathroom is very, very tiny. And again, everything is just all sort of squashed around as my mum attempts to go through it. It's in every little crevice. It all needs boxing up. Little tiny bathroom. I didn't think it was possible to have a smaller bathroom than us, but there's literally only about a 3-foot standing space. And then this is the very tiny bedroom, which is about 2 meters by 2 meters. And as you can see, that is some of the stuff that she's prepared to go on the car, possibly on a roof rack as well as in the car, but 1 carload nevertheless. And there are 2 little single beds, because that's what she had in here for a while, because she wanted Bronte to have a bed. And because she's packed the bed frame, they're currently on the floor. But I think it's a really cute little apartment. And she even had this little balcony space outside as well. It was very, very nice. She enjoyed it for the year that she was here. But now it is on to new things. I hope you all enjoyed my mum's micro apartment decluttering journey, and she has big things planned coming up, which I will show you later stages of if you are interested, when she's moved, etc. And when she can actually do it in her own interior design style that she likes, because it's not rented. We are currently packed, and by the time this video comes out, I am probably currently away, and it's probably my mum that is in this apartment. So I'll see you all in the next one, because I have pre-recorded a few videos to cover the time that I'm away. See you later. Bye.